Welcome back to another episode of the Ghost in the Shell 2026 version, or whatever you want to call it. So in the previous episode, we got introduced to this world, we got introduced to our main character, Kusanagi, right? So we also got introduced to the... I guess it's still kind of like a mystery of what exactly is happening with the humans. We haven't fully gotten the full exposition, the full scoop of everything that's happening in this world, but it seems like there are people who are robots in a way. They seem like they're mostly cybernetics, right? But it seems like they have a human brain, or at least some kind of biological brain, in which there is this thing called a ghost, right? Hence the name Ghost in the Shell. So it seems like some people, the intelligent ones, I guess, they have the ghost, but they are most of the body is a robot. But then there are also some pure robots, like the speaker that they were talking about, right? Who they said, oh, we just need to get her fixed up and she's gonna be fine, right? Even though her entire head exploded, it doesn't seem like she has a ghost. Right, so we had some interesting stuff happening there. Apart from that, the actual plot of the episode was, you know, this orphanage, right? That the government was trying to kind of like almost protect, right? They were kind of like exploiting the kids. So Kusanagi was like, well, let me run up in there without a warrant. So yeah, she was just really, really cool, really badass. And we'll see where it's gonna go from here, right? We are building up some politics as well, which is going to be interesting. So yeah, let's see it. So, and also the visual style of this show is gorgeous and the OST is so good. So I'm excited. Anyways, if you wanna watch this, Uncut and Blood, as always, on my Patreon in the description. And let's go into The Ghost in the Shell, episode 2. I'm excited. ？What did you do? Oh, brother. Brother. I can imagine she had no warrant for it. Mm. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. The team is being set up then. I see. That's a nice way to set it all up. Okay, I wasn't sure how coherent of a story this is going to be, or if it's going to be a bit more episodic, but it seems like it is flowing from one episode to the other. Wow. Wow. What? Yo, you can't do that. You can't do that. Look at him. He's cool. How are they gaming the system? Make sure our paychecks have lots of zeros, huh? The Ghost in the Shell Committee. Let's go. 3 months later. 3 months later. Okay. I'm guessing the squad is going to be a bit more established at this point. Ooh. Fancy. Junk Jungle. July. Okay, 2029. Did he just put out a cigar in a glass? Look at that thermal camouflage. Whoa, that's cool. Oh? He is... Oh. Okay, fair enough. They have a sensor in it, don't they? Hmm. The peace sign. Also, you guys did say that this is a lot more of a direct adaptation of the manga compared to the 90s version of it, right? Apparently, this one adapts the manga a bit more directly, the story, which is really cool to see. Also, it's interesting that it's happening in 2029, which is 3 years from now. They were very ambitious, but it's always like this, right? Whenever you see a story, especially from like the 90s or early 2000s, that's talking about like, oh, in 20 years, this and this is going to happen, or in 30 years, this and this is going to happen. It's always very ambitious compared to the actual future that ends up coming to life, right? It's in 3 years from now. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. Holy! Okay, someone's having fun. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. What? Haptic region multiplier. Oh, yo! Yo! Oh no, not now! Wrong time! Yo, the animation in this is insane though. So what was that entire space that she was in? That was crazy though. You're playing with an organ that didn't have any terminals. The ghost key. Oh, sorry about that. That was on my end. So is it kind of like a brain dance in Cyberpunk? Equalizer. Okay, that was a crazy scene, by the way, but it seems like it's probably kind of like a brain dance where you go into this, like what's it called? Simulate this virtual environment, right? And all of your senses get transferred over to it, right? I'm guessing that's kind of what was happening there, right? It's a simulation of an environment. That's awesome. That was also a crazy scene. Wow. That's so 90s. They don't do it like they used to. Yeah. Here she is. The brain. Interesting. It seems like the ghost is very, very well protected though, like the brain itself. It's very hard to access the brain from the machinery. I really like the banter in this show. It's really good.
うちの仕事はミンチ作りじゃないわ。壁抜きはライフルに任せなさい。結構使えるんだけどな。今回は多分必要ないわ。外務大臣の通訳についたハッカーを逆探してるだけだから。彼女に？心配ないわ。HA3 が彼女のゴーストに到達する前に回線は遮断。それまでに逆探で星を見つけとかないとね。HA3？ 第4次比較大戦中に作られた軍事用 AI。
World War 4.
どういうウイルスなんだ？いわゆる人
Non-nuclear World War 4.
単体では無害だけど、ゲノムが揃うとすぐに動き出す。最近の方だと潜伏期間があって逆探できないから、ホールドドッグでよかったわ。いいわけないだろ。心配する。
Interesting.
どのみち彼女は無傷で済む。なんでそんなものが今更彼女に？車壊すなよ、トグさ。気持ちはわかるが邪魔だからしまっとけ。俺はロボットじゃないの。そこが新米だってのよ。
I wonder if they're gonna go more into detail. I wonder about the entire, the ghost stuff. I wonder whose brain it is and stuff like that. Like, is it like an actual human that they take the brain out of and then put it within the body here, and then just discard the human body and kind of like make it so that this is your new body or something along those lines? I wonder if it's that. Also, I wonder if they're cloning brains. I don't think so. Ooh, that would be interesting. That would be an interesting direction if it went there. If we clone a brain of a human and put that brain into a body, is that body, into a robot body, is that body still the same person as the original person? That would also be cool. I don't think they're gonna go there. I think it is just a physical, they just probably physically take the brain. That's all. I'm making a few assumptions here because nothing has been concretely stated. I'm making some assumptions based on what we're seeing here. But if my theory is correct about the brain being the ghost and all those things, and it is a biological brain, then I wonder if it's probably just transferring a biological brain from a human to a robot body and then using it as a brain and that being a ghost of sorts. It also seems like it is, as I said earlier, it's very well protected, right? They were talking about it in the previous episode as well, how even though we were sharing, I think it was in the scene with sharing feelings or whatever it was, where she said you almost, he almost got my ghost, or you don't want to access my ghost. So something about like accessing her ghost. It seemed like it's very, very, very separate. The ghost is very separate and very hard to access compared to like just the robot body. So it's probably because it is a biological component that is within the structure of the robot body, and the robot body would obviously be very much a lot easier to access. That makes sense, right? Same with the hacking here. It's a lot easier to hack a robot body than a biological one. Hmm. Oof. Oof. That's a lot of trash. Bro. Oh, well, you missed it. New trash is already getting piled up there. Oh. Oh, he's doing something, you see. Oh, so the trash guy is a hacker, right? The garbage man. That's a good disguise. Nice! Clutch info! Clutch info! All speakers, look at them. I see they're all the same. They're all mass-produced speakers. Here we go. Thermal camo. That's an interesting hypothesis. The haughty Togusa, okay. Barrier breaker. That was a weird scene. Here we go. He's going. Ooh, animation. Holy, look at that. What a shot that was. Here you are. Oh! Oh! Oh, you're screwed. You're screwed. You're on foot. The camo. Ow. Type 17 optical camouflage. Okay. July 27, 2029. almost exactly 3 years from now. We're off by 12 days. Is that the end? Oh man. This episode flashed by. What a banger. Next episode, I don't think I want to watch the preview unless there's something else after it. It's just the art. Damn, that's gorgeous art, by the way. That's right. That's right. Okay. I mean, this was a banger of an episode here. We got a lot of lore, right? We also got a very, very insane spicy scene there. That we got to see. So yeah, it seems like it's kind of like a brain dance of sorts. I'm gonna probably liken it to Cyberpunk quite often, purely because that is the closest I guess piece of media that I can think of, right? Cyberpunk Edge Runner / Cyberpunk 2077, because it feels like that did take so many ideas. Now seeing this, definitely took so many ideas directly from this, right, and adapted it into that. So I'm probably going to make that comparison quite a bit, but yeah, it feels like it is kind of like a brain dance, whatever they were doing, right, where they went into this kind of like virtual reality world, simulated world, where they had a bunch of like sensors being active even within that world, right? So that was crazy. That's why that girl was able to teleport the way that she was, right? I was wondering about that. I was like, what kind of ability is that? So yeah, that was cool. We saw the entire virus thing happen, right? The hackers. So we can see how a virus can pretty easily, it seems like, infect the body, but then it takes quite a bit of time for it to get from the body to the brain, right? Or to the ghost. So that is, once again, very interesting. We'll probably find out more about it as we watch this, about the entire composition of a human robot, whatever it is, right? So I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Also, we got to see how the entire squad was assembled, right? So yeah, we're also building up a bit of politics, which is interesting. That's always great, right, in this kind of world. I always like whenever we get to see like two sides of the entire story, where you get one side where the politics is building up the entire world, and then you get the other side where the people who are getting stuff done, right? This group here who's busting crime, who doesn't necessarily get directly involved with politics, but yeah, you see the politics develop, and then on the other side you see the people who are, you know, on the down low, just catching the criminals and making things right and all those things, and the crimes that are happening and stuff. So it's really, really cool seeing the two sides of you know, the story at the same time developing. So it's awesome. I'm really liking Kusanagi. She is very unhinged, very fun character. I don't know why. I've heard of Kusanagi before because Ghost in the Shell is a very, very famous story, very famous anime, right, from the 90s. So I've heard of her before. I don't know why I always assumed that she was going to be like a bit more of a stoic, like kind of like a quiet badass character, but no, she's very, very expressive and stuff. So that's awesome to see. I really like her. And as I said a billion times at this point, Sakamoto Maya is fantastic. What a great VA, as always, right? Anyways, yeah, it's going to be cool to see where this is gonna go, but for now I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.